Hey guys, welcome to Makeup Monday. Today's video is going to be a recreation of Jaclyn Hill's look that she wore on her photo shoot. We're going to be playing with the purples and the pinks. I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. So grab your brushes, grab your little glass of wine, your water, tu cervecita con limon, your hot Cheetos with limon, whatever it is, girl, and let's get glam. So first things first, we're going to start with our primer, aka our concealer. This is the J.Cat StaySurance concealer. I use this very often, not only as a primer, but as an actual concealer because one, it's full coverage, two, it dries down to like a semi-matte, and the wear on it and just, I love how this looks on the skin. So that's what I'm going to use to prep the lids. And I am using my finger since I don't have any nails. Now, this is the look that I wanted to go for. I've seen Jaclyn Hill in her video, in her announcement video, she was wearing it, completely fell in love with it, so I decided to try it out. So we're going to take the first shade, which is called Not My Journey. This is a beautiful rich purple. I am going to be using this little Laura Mercier little puff that I received in a PR package. The reason why I wanted to use this is because it makes it really easy for you to pull your lids up. I have semi-hooded lids. Like, I just feel like I have excess skin on my lids, so for me it's very important to just like pull up the extra skin so I don't set the eyeshadow in any creases. I am starting by packing on the color first. Then I'm going to take my Morphe M507 brush, which is a small detail brush, and I'm going to take the shade Therapy Sesh, which is right above that purple. This is more of a lilac purple, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start applying that on top of the shade that we just laid down. This is going to be quote unquote our transitional shade. And now, guys, when I tell you I was struggling, oh my god, I don't know what it was, but these purples gave me such a hard time. Now, with that said, I don't think they're horrible, but they're definitely not the best. You have to work with them. You guys will see at the end of results, or the end results, that the look, in my personal opinion, came out really good. But I feel like the purple definitely lacked pigment. As you can see, some areas were very patchy, so I did have to go back multiple times and reblend. So, excuse me, I'm going to take my Morphe M514 and I'm going to dip back into that softer shade of pink, and I'm just slowly blending it out. I try to work with different brushes to see what works because sometimes one brush won't work with a certain pigment, so I did go back and just tried that. I'm going to take the shade Certified, which is my favorite shade in this palette, which is such a basic shade, but honestly it's so creamy and I love the way it blends. This is going to go underneath the brow bone. Now after that, I'm going to take my concealer one more time, and so we're going to do a half cut crease. I know, I hope you guys are not tired of my half cut creases, I promise. The next look that I have will be a really bomb look. I'm so excited for you guys to see it, but we're going to cut the crease because that is the look that she has on her picture. So I'm just trying to mimic what she has on, and I'm just going off of my best estimate because I don't know exactly the shades that she used, the techniques that she used, but I'm just kind of applying my own little oomph, my own little twist, if you will. Going back into the palette, I wasn't sure which shade I wanted to take between this neon orange, which is Positivity, and then that other orange, I can't see the name. It is My Man. So I ended up going with Positivity. Oh my god, this shade, you guys, is amazing. Out of the ones that I've tried so far, this one is creamy, rich, pigmented, totally opaque, and it's not patchy. It doesn't skip. It's just beautiful tangerine shade. I am obsessed with it. It looks like she had this like all over the lid, and again, I'm not sure which shade of orange she used, but this is the one that kind of like called my name, and it just seemed to go very well with the purple, so this is the one that I stuck with, and I'm so glad I did because purple and this tangerine shade looks beautiful. So now I'm going to go back into that purple shade, which, oh my god, I'm telling you guys, it was being such a little pain in my butt. It just didn't want to blend. I don't know what it was. I know I've seen so many people saying that purples are hard to formulate, and I have to agree. There's some palettes that I personally own that the purples kind of suck. So I'm gonna actually take this shade right here, which is the deep wine. I wanted to play around with the color to see if I can get the purple to be a little bit more opaque. I almost wish she would have added at least one deeper shade of purple, because to me, like, this doesn't give me the opacity that I personally look for, but that's okay. I didn't want to dig into any other palette, so I just went back and made sure that everything was nice and clean. Then I'm gonna take the shade A Moment. It looked like she had some sort of shimmer in between that orange and purple. Again, I'm just going based off of what I can see on her eye look, and I just applied this as a sandwich, if you will, at the end of the eye between the tangerine and the purple. I went back with a more detailed pencil brush and went with that purple one more time and just blended the edges. And as you can see, now the look is starting to like come to life. It looks better. It doesn't look so patchy, but the purple definitely gave me a hard time, and I was so disappointed because I didn't think it was going to be bad. I thought it was going to be just bomb, boom, thank you. Now I'm going to take this Power Pencil by Beach Cosmetics, hands down one of the best black gel eyeliners I have ever tried. It is creamy, pigmented, it just blends so easy, like when you're trying to smudge it out, and it's super long wearing and it's super black. So it looks like, again, she had black eyeliner on her waterline, which I typically wouldn't have gone for. I would have gone for a nude look, but I was trying to recreate her eye look. So I just threw that into the waterline and throughout the lash line so I can really go back and smoke it. I did use a stiffer pencil brush. I didn't show you guys the clip, but I did dig into the black shadow of the palette, and oh my god, it is so pigmented. I'm only keeping this on the outer third of the eye. We're not going to bring this all the way in because we're actually going to dig back into the purple, which is the first purple that we laid down, and I'm going to use that to blend out the black. You want to make sure that you coordinate your top with the bottom, if that makes sense. So I did use that purple to just blend that out, and then I went back with the same shade that we applied, Positivity, and applied that into the third of like the tear duct of the eye, kind of. I don't know, again, I was just going off the picture, you guys, so I really liked how the look turned out, but it was just definitely very time consuming. Now, if you guys have been watching Makeup Monday videos, you guys know that I haven't done a wing in, it feels like forever. Like wings, who, that's like so 2018. I didn't even do many wing liner in 2019. I'm not really into it that much, but since she had a wing liner in her picture, I was like, you know what, we're gonna go for it. I was holding my breath because I have not done a wing in such a long time, and honestly, I wish I would have done it a little bit thicker and a little bit more long, a little bit more like a cat eye, but it is what it is. I think it still came out pretty good, and I'm using this Wonder Ink by Rimmel, which is so bomb, you guys. If you've been looking for a liquid eyeliner, I highly suggest this one. Now for lashes, I wanted to show you guys these brand new Faux Mink lashes by L.A Colors. These two styles are in the style Jodie, and we also have Laura. These are brand spanking new, and you guys, the best thing is that these are only $4. These are in the style Emerson and Andie, which, oh my god, I couldn't get over the packaging. Super cute, very chic, and they are so comfortable. These are in some select Walmart, so if you guys see them, definitely snatch them up because look at how beautiful. These are in the style Drew and Tristan. I love the names. I think they're so clever and just so cute. So the ones that I ended up going with are in the style Andie because you guys know I'm all about that drama. So I did make sure that I prepped my lashes before I went in with the falsies, and oh my god, these falsies were so easy to apply. The band is super thin, so you don't have to worry about them looking all thick or for them like poking your eye. They just went on like nothing, and they are reusable, so make sure that you guys save your lashes so you can reuse them. I'm gonna go in with the shade I'm in it, which is a shimmer shade. It is white, but it's like a purple translucent, I don't know, type of shade. But I'm also going to use that on my cheekbones to kind of just put everything together and bring the whole look to life, and I think it looks absolutely stunning. So that is it, you guys. This is my recreation of the Jaclyn Hill photo that she wore on her campaign for this Morphe x Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Leave me any suggestions on what looks you want to see next. I hope you guys recreate this look. Just send me your picture through Snapchat or through Instagram, through my DMs. Just slide in there and I'll be sure to show you some love. Thank you guys so much for joining me for Makeup Monday, and until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video.